of Branson, Missouri. Police released the death toll to 13 this morning, with 4 more passengers still missing. They've just approached the microphone.
The tour boat sank in Table Rock Lake last night during a severe thunderstorm. 2 more victims were recovered after daybreak.
Table Rock Lake is just outside Branson, the well-known tourist area in southern Missouri. Let's go right to Branson right now to hear from Missouri Governor Mike Parson and the Stone County Sheriff.
Bodies last night. Missouri Highway Patrol dive team is going back in the water this morning to try to recover the 4 that we still have missing. Again, I said it's been a long night and been a very trying night, and please keep all of our families that are involved and all of our first responder personnel in your thoughts and prayers.
Thank you very much. First of all, I want for all Missourians to know our thoughts and prayers are with the families and the victims in this tragic event that's occurred down here. Needless to say, it's the things that have occurred in the last 24 hours are heartfelt. It's a sad occasion, a lot of people involved, a lot of families involved with us down here on vacation trying to enjoy time, and ends up with an incident like this. So the one thing I want to thank all the responders that have been down here. I want to thank the sheriff. I want to thank the city of Branson. I want to thank the Missouri State Highway Patrol, their dive team who's still out in the water and will continue to be out in the water, and all the other resources. I know the Coast Guard's here. There's multiple agencies have come together to try to help with this tragic event, to bring some sort of conclusion to it. Needless to say, again, myself and the First Lady, our thoughts and prayers right now are with these family members that are here, going to have to deal with this tragedy. We as a state will do everything within my powers to make sure that they all have the resources here they need to come to a conclusion on this incident and to finish with the investigation of this tragedy, that we know what the outcome of it was and what those results will be. But right now, our main focus, all of us should be, and across this country, should be our thoughts and our prayers should be with the members that have been involved, the family members that are out there, the family members that are in the hospital, and for the families to get here safely, to be reunited with some of their members that are here. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to the sheriff to let him answer some more questions. But the main thing I wanted to say this morning, the state of Missouri is going to do everything within our powers to make sure that we provide the resources needed to complete this. And 2, that I ask for all Missourians for their thoughts and their prayers for the families and victims of this incident. Thank you.
I also wanted to thank Hersham Family Properties and the Branson Bell. They have been over backwards helping us here, along with the Chateau. We've had an outpouring of love and support from all over the country, and we appreciate that. I'll dispel any rumors that the Hersham Family Properties does not own the ducks. I know I've seen that on some media outlets, but they do not own the ducks, so we can dispel that rumor right now. I will take a few questions.
Sheriff, you've been talking with them. You said that they've been cooperating. Do you have any idea of the cause yet?
Again, it's too early in the investigation. The Coast Guard is here investigating. NTSB will also have they'll be helping NTSB in an investigation. That will be up to for them to decide.
Sheriff, this is a very large storm system that came from the north, Hickory-Dade County into Greene County and down to Taney and Stone. Do you know whether the captain and staff checked the forecast before setting out on the lake?
I do not have any idea.
Sheriff, were two of the owners the survivors?
I'm sorry?
Were two of the owners the survivors?
Owners?
Yes, two of the owners, the operators.
They were not owners. There was a captain and a driver that was on the boat.
Are they survivors?
The captain did survive.
Did the driver not survive?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about the victims?
As far as
Age range.
Age range?
right now, we're still working with families and making.
That's the latest from Branson, Missouri. And Chris Van Cleve has been covering this story from Washington. Chris, good morning.
The first call came into our
John, you know, this is the latest in what has been a series of deadly duck boat accidents. You go back to 1999, 13 people died when one sank in Arkansas. More recently, of course, we think to 2015 and that deadly crash of a duck boat when it collided with a bus on a bridge in Seattle. Brazil. You had several fatalities there. 5 people killed there. 2010, a stalled duck boat collided with a freighter on the Delaware River in Pennsylvania. That killed 2 people. Boston in 2017 actually increased their safety oversight and regulations around duck boats after 2 accidents on land resulted in fatalities in 2016. These boats were designed back in World War II to transport troops on land and on water, and then they have been modified over the years to be tourist vehicles. One of the criticism of them is the driver sits 10 to 12 feet off the bow, so there's a lot of visibility issues. Of course, the NTSB is still en route, so that'll be the next step in all of this. John?
And Chris, it's just heartbreaking. We heard from the CEO this morning, still so many unanswered questions, 4 still missing. We will keep you posted, and as you heard, 13 people are dead, and 4 still missing on that boat tragedy. Coverage will continue throughout the day on your local news station, the CBS station, and our 24-hour streaming network, CBSN. Watch it at cbsnews.com.
There will also be a complete wrap-up tonight on the CBS Evening News. Many of you will now return to CBS this morning.
This has been a CBS News Special Report. I'm John Dickerson with Gail King and Bianna Goladriga, CBS News, New York.
For news 24 hours a day, go to cbsnews.com.
And exciting workouts to research. So what does that sound like?
A computer?
Could be. But it could be a zonk, right?
Always could be.
Yes, ma'am. Do you watch a show?
Oh, like crazy.
So well, you know that there could be a zonk around any corner, right? So you can take that, or you can take this envelope, which doesn't have a clue.
I'm gonna go with the box.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a barista.